Are we all ready to begin? Everyone
Yep.
got their beverage. Their beverage went to the potty.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Please Select Your Podcast, and a hopefully informative podcast where we help you let's play and enjoy it. Today we have Squee
Hi!
and Inferno
Hello.
and Piff.
Goodbye.
All right. So, should we do a little introduction?
Sure.
Wait, what? Didn't you just... Oh, like a thorough
A
introduction.
more, yeah.
Okay, I'm
thorough.
like 2 steps behind everyone, so...
I still need to do mine.
Okay.
Who would you like to go first, Criana?
Oh, do I get to choose?
Sure, of course. You're
Well,
our
then I
host.
should be the first.
Like any
Okay.
good democracy, we let the girl choose.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Well, okay, I'm Criana. What do I like about LPs? They're fun. Okay, I didn't really... Okay, Squee, you go first. Someone else go first. I gotta think.
Okay. My name's Squee. I'm an Aquarius. I like long walks on the beach, except when the little
Okay.
crabs attack
Squee,
you.
Squee, about games.
Oh, wait, we have like bullet points to follow.
Yeah.
What do I like about Let's Plays? For me, they're a great stress relief. But I have to say, honestly, because I get stressed if I don't do it enough, but I love the comments more than anything. I love sharing the experience with others and having others say, "Oh my god, I can't believe you failed that so miserably." It makes me feel warm inside.
Aw, that's beautiful. Inferno?
Yeah, I'm Inferno Canuck, and just kind of dovetail onto what Squee was saying. A part of the interaction is fantastic, but what I really like about it is being kind of a part of a community of us geeky gamers who enjoy video games so much that we want to record them and share the experience and that sort of thing. If it wasn't for this, I wouldn't meet you fine people and a bunch of other people across the internet. I think it's pretty cool.
All right, Piff?
Hello, I'm Piv Zero, and I really like just chatting with friends, playing some video games, recording it, and kind of spreading the friend vibe that's going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess my style would be like informative and funny and kind of just relaxed about it. I kind of go all over the place. I don't really have something set down yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I kind of get into the character a little too much at times, but then I know when to come on out of the character. I've gotten a few complaints because I've been too immersed.
Too immersed.
It usually ends up with me screaming and, like, freaking out, so maybe that's not the best commentary in the world.
But you hugged your cat afterwards.
Yes,
That's the important thing.
that is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of recording video software do you guys use?
All at once?
Yeah, everyone at once. One, two,
Everyone
three.
at once.
Okay.
Go.
Count us down.
3.
No,
two,
Piff should do it. He's an expert at counting down. Aren't you?
23, 22, 21,
Now you guys know what I go through.
20,
Sad thing is he's gonna keep going
19.
This
until
is-
You better stop him. He'll literally go all the way down.
No,
Oh, no,
okay.
I know.
Okay. Piff, start from 3.
60. Now I have to count all over.
No, you don't. Just take
Squee, why did
minus
you do
20.
this?
Minus 20 from what you've been doing.
I think we just fried his brain.
Hold on.
Math.
Do the math.
Mortal enemy. We meet
Let's see.
again.
20 minus... No,
I
23.
use fraps. I use fraps.
I use fraps
Good
as
source.
well.
Fraps.
Me too. I use fraps. Gosh darn it.
I think, Piff, you don't use fraps though, do you?
No, I do not use fraps.
What do you use?
Wait, recording software. Alright. That's
Video.
more like hardware and software, but I use a Game Bridge, which comes with its own software and hardware.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yes, I wish I had a game bridge. Then I could could bridge all the games that I don't have.
I do have a Dazzle DVC like 100. It's a piece of crap. I bought it like at Best Buy for like.
Hey, it tries, okay? It tries.
Well, I need something better. I need the
Uh,
best.
we should say that Fraps actually does cost money to use. It's software that you must purchase. Camtasia is also something that you can purchase.
Camtasia.
Camtasia. It's the Canadian in me.
Say, Piff, he's not a native English speaker. It's okay.
But for those of you who are looking, who want to LP on a budget, there are some free options. Hypercam 2 is what a lot of people use. Also, Cam Studio is another free recording software, and also I've heard some success with a program called Xfire. So those are some. Yeah, Xfire. Yeah. A few people who've done Total War games have used that, and it seems to work.
Actually, I've heard some people using it for first-person shooters as well. So, and that's pretty much as intensive as you can get.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
However, I think we should put a disclaimer out there that, at least in my experience, and in most like forums and reviews and stuff, Fraps is the best you can get.
Yeah,
it really doesn't get better than Fraps.
I think I did try using like Cam Studio, and it just was, I don't know, I forgot why it didn't work, but it just didn't work, and eventually, well, I think I paid like $30 for Fraps or something like that. And it's not too pricey.
What?
No.
I think
half the price of a game.
You paid $50?
Yeah, but I got it like a year ago.
Yeah, I got it a few years ago, so maybe.
Oh, never mind. You know what it was? It knew it was me. It saw me coming a mile
away.
away.
Okay, raise the price. Squeeze coming.
Yeah, Mr. Moneybags.
I got Fraps Plus. What does that do?
It's got a nice symbol next to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It comes with a metal tin saying Fraps.
Another thing, if you do use Fraps, you also need to have. Actually, if you LP in general, you have to have a lot of dedicated hard drive space. That's something that you have to consider as well. So if you have an internal hard drive already that has a lot of space, that you know that you're going to have at least, say, what would you guys say? Like have at least 400 gigs devoted to it?
Yeah, I generally have about a 500 gig that I dedicate to it, and that's been more than enough for even my excessive uploading. So.
I got a 1 terabyte external hard drive that was on sale at like Best Buy for like $50, and that, I mean, it will take me forever to fill that up. So it's another thing. Unfortunately, LPing, it's a hobby, so there's going to be some cost involved.
Yeah.
But not as much as, I mean, if you think about what you have to pay for hobbies, you could LP for even getting the best stuff. My headset, and people ask all the time, what headset do you use? It sounds so good. It's $15, man. You can get a good headset for $15. It's more, I honestly tell people, it's less about the headset. I mean, the quality matters a little bit, but it's more about your sound levels and your editing, really.
Yeah.
And so you'd say $15 for a headset, $30 for Fraps, and then the game, and you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah, like I said, I bought Fraps, a couple of years ago, and I'm still using it. Like, haven't had to pay for anything else.
Once you buy it once, I think you freely download every single upgrade from then on. It's like for a lifetime deal.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the better. Yeah, it's a really good investment. It's a really good investment. Yeah.
So if you're serious, we recommend it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing too. If you're not too sure, if you're you just want to try it out, you might want to try a free option and try something simple. A very standalone type of game, nothing too complicated or too in depth, and upload it and learn from it and that sort of thing. And if you think I am having a lot of fun with this, then you can kind of upgrade to the next level, which is actually investing some of your hard-earned cash into the hobby. Yeah, but I guess Squee gave us a good lead into audio recording because you were talking about your headset.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. No, that's good. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
How dare you? No.
You skipped a bullet point.
Get out.
Now, do you guys just use Fraps to record your audio as well? Because I do know some people use Audacity.
Well, see, I have a mute button on my mic, so occasionally I'll sit on my mute button, and so I'll have to go and re-record commentary over the videos, and for that I do use Audacity.
I've actually only done post commentary once in my life when I was fighting Sephiroth, and I thought people didn't want to hear me screaming like a girl for 20 minutes.
You were screaming like a girl fighting Sephiroth?
If you've never done it, you can't judge. Kingdom Hearts, man. Kingdom Hearts, not Final Fantasy.
Okay, I was
Oh.
wondering. I'm
Completely
like, Final
different.
Fantasy
Okay.
VII.
The
Sephiroth is
hair's
just a bunch of
longer, the
polygons.
sword's sharper. I'm telling you, man, he's a bad dude. No, but I also used Audacity. Well, you guys go first, and I was going to inform people of a trick I learned for something that a lot of Let's Players have problems with. So,
Okay, cool. Yeah, for audio software, yeah, I pretty much just use Fraps as well. And if I have to do post commentary, I actually use commentary with my video encoding program that I use, and that seems to work quite nicely. And as far as hardware, yeah, I would really recommend a USB headset. Using the ones that have the standard headset cable, I think it's like the 3.55 millimeter ones. At least we have the metric system over here. But you know, your standard headset type of thing that you would actually plug in. Those ones could do, but unfortunately, some of it is still uncovered. It's not, the pins aren't completely insulated, so to speak. So that way you can get a lot of static electricity, especially coming from your hard drive or your own CPU unit. A USB is a little bit more enclosed, and you're going to get a lot of better audio quality with getting rid of a bunch of static. So that's what I would really recommend that.
Wow.
And nowadays USB headsets, I only know Canadian prices, but considering our dollar is pretty similar, you're looking at about $30 for a decent USB headset. But Squee, as he said, got one for $15, so it always helps to shop around.
Actually, I don't have a USB headset.
You don't? Wow.
Squee.
That's
I feel
impressive.
so.
Get out.
I feel so behind the loop now. No, I have just a regular. Like, it's got the two connections. It's got the one for the headphones and the one for the microphone and
Wow.
the holes.
Yeah, those are old school ones. Yeah. I had to switch to a USB one because the static was crazy.
How long have you had your mic, Squee?
I mean, pretty much since I started. I mean, I got this like half. Well, let me get this straight. I've gotten this brand since like halfway through my first Let's Play. I've broken a couple and bought some extra ones.
I see. Okay.
The store has tons of them. But I mean, I had such good quality that I just kept getting the same one.
Oh, okay.
But it's not USB. I feel so prehistoric now.
No, it's not. You remember, it's all about.
No, Squee, I got it too.
Oh.
Oh my God. Inferno.
I feel a kindred spirit here.
Boy. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You guys are the prehistoric.
No,
mine's new. Actually, that's like a year ago, I think.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, so I said my piece. Sorry, I'll let Piff and Criana talk.
I don't really have anything else to say after you said all that. Piff, weren't you saying something? You had some like issues with your mic, or were you?
What?
saying
Me?
that? Yeah, you did. Maybe I just completely lied, and now I'm putting you
I
on the
didn't
spot.
say anything lately except that I have similar connections with my headphones that Squee does.
Oh, well, there we go.
That's bootied. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Squee.
I'm Piff.
Oh, sorry. I thought the was Squee. Sorry,
Don't
Piff.
insult him like that. Rude.
All you Americans sounded like to me.
I know, eh?
Hey guys,
My
I'm
ears
Squee.
are racist. All right.
Anywho, my audio recording hardware and software. This is going to take a little bit more, maybe. Again, my GameBridge records audio for the game sound. Now, for the real life audio, this is where it gets a bit different because I don't use my computer to record. I use this standalone handy recorder.
Oh.
Yep, it is a Zoom H2 recorder, and this is basically for multiple people in a room.
Oh, I see. Because you have your friends come over and commentate with you, right?
Right.
Mm.
Oh, that's neat.
I think you have to. Honestly, I have to say that you are among the very rare breed of Let's Player that has people in the room commentating with you.
But we're a
Most
very
of us
antisocial bunch.
It's great.
Most of us are secluded in closets as far away from normal people as possible because, and there was actually a forum on this on the Voltron Army that a lot of people feel very uncomfortable LPing in front of other people.
Huh.
I've done it before. It's not I kind of feel bad for ignoring people because I usually don't talk to them. I'm usually talking to people that aren't there. So
Right.
what does that say about me?
I'm used to that too, but when I'm on the computer.
There's a few reasons why I chose to do this. One, it's pretty much the best way to get voice quality, because this thing picks up on just about everything. I'm gonna have to get into that in a bit. But, we really get to bounce off each other. The timing's gonna be exact. We don't have to fool around with anything like that. We can all listen to the audio at the same time, because I have a headphone splitter. We bring headphones in and stuff like that. And also, I do post commentary for most, if not all, of my videos.
Oh.
Well, not. I'm sure it's not all, because I've done quite a few blind Let's Plays that are during the gameplay. But the ones that aren't blind, I do post, because I do editing on my videos, and it's going to be really hard to sync up audio if you're going to be cutting around the video. So I cut around the video and then then I show it to them, and then they react for that.
Okay.
Also, it always helps if you have somebody who knows about the game and somebody who doesn't know about the game. You need the person who doesn't know about the game, or else everyone's just going to know exactly what's going to happen. They're not going to have any questions. They're not going to be confused. They're not going to be excited. It's just going to be that everyone knows what's going to happen, and so they either have to act it, or just kind of go, "Oh yeah, I know."
I know, and personally, I can't stand the people that are like, "Oh gosh, I wonder what's behind this door," because I obviously haven't played this 18 times.
Am I the only one who can I can just kind of put I don't know. I have this weird thing where I know what's going to happen, but I can put it not in my mind.
Yeah, you have a mind space where you're naive almost. In a sense.
I tell people that, and they're like, "Well, why were you surprised by when this happened? Because you know it's going to happen. You've played this game before." And I'm like, I don't know. I could just do that. I don't understand.
I can't. I have to. And part of the reason why I do so many blind Let's Plays, I either have to do a blind Let's Play, or it can be a game I've played, but not recently. So I know the general story, but the little details are going to get me. Or if it's a game I know extremely well, like Oblivion, I'll do something completely different, so that I'm still doing new things.
Right.
Maybe a new mod, maybe a new created story, something. So...
But
Sorry.
I can almost, no problem. I can almost echo. I think I know exactly what Criana's talking about. When you watch a movie by yourself compared to watching a movie with someone else, how that experience can change, kind of, even though you've seen the movie before. If the other person hasn't seen the movie, it kind of enhances the experience. I think it's kind of like that. You're bringing it to an audience, some people who might not have seen it before, so you're kind of sharing in a new experience. And so that way, your memory has a way of, forgetting certain things, or it doesn't seem so important. And then when it happens, you're like, oh, crap, yeah, this is awesome, yay, type of thing. But yeah, I guess it just depends on person to person.
Yeah.
Right. I would like to clarify something. This whole setup is mostly just for multiple people. I almost never. I think there's 2 videos that are Let's Play videos that I'm just by myself. I don't think it's usually one other person, or a group of. I think it went up to 5, including myself.
You had 5 people?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Anywho, let's get down to the software. I then need to transfer it. Whatever, that's a boring process. It takes time. It takes minutes. It takes 20 minutes. Whatever.
Okay.
To transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Might I also point out that if you're going to be doing a lot of stream and Skype calls, you might want decent internet.
Yes.
Not that I would know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Squee never has any internet troubles.
Never.
No, that's why my streams are sliding picture shows.
Only when you start recording.
Well, then we have no problem, do we?
Sorry, Piff, you were saying?
I was just getting to the software.
Yep.
I use Adobe Sound Booth, and I know that sounds like a big title, the Adobe series. I have CS5 for anyone who's wanting to know which one I'm using. The reason why I'm using that is because they pretty much bought out the one I was using previously, which was called Cool Edit. Cool. I'm quite sure it was Cool Edit. It was a really good sound editing program. It was basically to flatten out the background noise and increase volume and decrease volume.
Okay.
So nothing really peaked and nothing was too quiet. There's a long process in that to make it sound good. And I'm not going to get into that.
Now, did you
I
buy
need
this?
visual things.
Did you buy this program or is it free?
Yes, I actually had to buy this. It is not free.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Mhm.
Audacity is free if we didn't
Yeah.
mention that before. Probably not quite as good as your thing. Whatever you want to call it. Adobe space
whatever Adobe
machine.
Super.
Super. Yeah.
Yeah, but Audacity does. I mean, it doesn't have the neat gizmos that Piff's program does, but for 99% of what a Let's Player would need, Audacity is free and has you covered.
Well, in worst case scenario, you can also look up and see if there's any add-ons. I know I just added a few things to my Audacity. Just little fun tools. I don't know.
But you guys seem to have a really good sound setup. If you listened to my sound recording, like raw, you wouldn't be able to hear anything at all.
Well, that's because you're recording a whole room, right? So, or
Yeah,
yeah.
The raw is going to sound ridiculously quiet, and when you increase the sound, it's going to just be blurring background noise because there's going to be like computers running and stuff like that.
So the lesson we should take from this is that anyone out there who is planning on having multiple people commentate in the same room, it is very possible because I mean Piff's quality of his Let's Plays are really, really good, but you're going to have to be willing to put in the work for it.
Yes.
Oh yes. I'm looking down the list, but I don't think this is in there. I wanted to talk about this. The video editing. It's pretty much from that point to just make sure that you're loud enough and the game audio is quiet enough, but can still kind of hear what's going on.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I have with Fraps at times is like my microphone audio, like if it adjusts itself or something and then it's quieter than the actual game, that can be kind of infuriating because then people are like, I can't hear what you're saying.
Yes. I would say to anyone who Let's Plays at all, no matter what setup you use, when you get Let's Play, when you get everything set up, when you are ready to go, record 10 to 20 seconds, stop, check your sound levels to make sure everything works. It is far less of a hassle than to find out you've been recording for 2 hours and no one can hear your voice.
Yes.
Yep.
I've learned the hard way.
And I should say this to be perfectly clear. Make sure that you're recording on a part on, like, say, the loudest part of the game, so that you know, because you could be playing a quiet part of the game and you sound fine, and then the music kicks up because there's action or something. So do that, and then just you can throw away that 10 seconds of footage. You would not believe the silly things I say when I'm just trying to make sure the sound levels are fine. But check it. You will save yourself enormous heartache.
A headache, yeah. And when in doubt, when you're not too sure if you're at a quiet part or a loud part type of thing, err on the side of being, if your commentary is just a little bit louder than err on the side of having your commentary be louder than your music and your game being louder, because straining to hear what the commentator is saying is a lot less and is a lot more infuriating than straining to hear what the game is playing.
Well, if you put it this way, when it comes to a Let's Play, why are they watching the Let's Play? For the game audio or for the commentary? Which one's more important? So, if you had the choice of no game audio and commentary or game audio and no commentary, what would someone watching a Let's Play choose?
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
I guess in our talking points we didn't mention the video, what we use, the software that we use for video encoding.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Not.
We could quickly mention that if that's okay.
Sure.
That's fine
Sure.
with me.
Okay.
I'll just name it.
Okay, go ahead, Piff.
Again, Adobe Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro CS5.
Cool. In my LP experience, I have played around with a lot of different encoding and editing software. I started with the Windows Movie Maker, but I found that it didn't have some encoding options that I really liked. So I switched to AVS Video Encoder, or AVS Video Maker.
Inferno.
And yes.
I think you're skipping ahead. Little bullet point down there.
What?
Right.
Just go Inferno.
I'll just.
Okay.
I have no idea what.
I think I understand.
There you go.
He actually had a bullet point to talk about that later on.
Oh.
I think is what he was saying. But
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. What we've learned from stuff. Okay.
Man, break the system, man.
All right, I ain't gonna break the system. I'm gonna be a rebel, baby.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Anywho,
Kind of hot.
AVS
Someone
video
stop
editing,
him.
in my opinion, is really, really good. It's very easy to actually edit. You can do all sorts of really neat effects to it. Of course, it costs money. There is a free version, but I believe it limits you to how long you can encode for.
Watermark.
Oh, there's a watermark. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a big thing for LPs. So you could always try it out and see if you like that, and then just pay the money for it. But a lot of people use Windows Movie Maker, and I mean, a lot of big LPers use Windows Movie Maker. So I mean,
I use actually Windows like Live Movie Maker. And the reason being is because it's pretty easy. You can set up what the properties you want, and if you don't have any idea what you're doing, they have some presets which are pretty nice. So I like it. It's just real simple. I just drag my clips in, say encode, and off it goes.
no.
I also use Windows Live Movie Maker, especially Live, because it does have a lot more options than the original Movie Maker did.
Yes.
It can do 90% of everything I need it to do, and once you really learn the system, there's very little you can't do. However, from Inferno's advice, I did get AVS because my Brotherhood Let's Play. For some reason, it wouldn't. It recorded strange, and I actually had to zoom in to make it match the window. And Windows Live cannot zoom in on video where AVS can. So I'll use AVS if, for whatever reason, and every once in a while, Windows Movie Maker will be just kind of weird. If it's being funky, I'll start using AVS.
Fair enough.
I was going to really quick touch on this because I know a lot of people might have this issue. And by the way, Piff, this is an issue I'm having with our latest Naruto that I have to fix.
No.
Unsynced audio when it comes to fraps.
Oh god, the bane of my existence.
And it's always like there's 100 different reasons for it. So it's like once you get one reason fixed, another one will start.
Yep.
And I really don't know how to fix half of them. But let's say you've recorded, say, 2 hours of footage. Like, I don't know, say you're doing a Naruto Let's Play with Piff, and then you find out that all your audio is like 2 seconds behind your video.
Yep.
Or a second behind your video. What I do, the easiest fix I have found for this is I use a program called Goldwave. It's free. You can download it for free. And what I do is I will take the recorded video, Fraps video, I will just throw it into Goldwave. It'll convert it to a sound file. It'll save it. If you don't choose a new name or anything, it'll save it right next to the video file. And then you put it into Windows Live, put the audio into Windows Live, turn the video volume all the way down. And then what you do is you take a small section of the video and you splice it so you just get that one little, 1 second segment. And then Windows Live lets you slow the video down. And I'll slow it down to, say, maybe 80% of its normal speed. And what that does is you can't even notice it on the video because it's such a small clip, but it lets the sound catch up to the video. And 9 times out of 10, that'll completely fix your problem. It's more work, obviously, but it's synced audio. So
Yeah, I had that problem with Fraps where I think it was during like my Mass Effect and actually all the games I was playing. It would have it would get increasingly like off. And so eventually they actually had an update, and I got the update and that fixed it. So I mean, but before that I just had to manually do it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Mine-
it's really tricky.
It's different things every time. Like mine lately, the ones I've been having, I think, with the exception of Naruto, that's a whole new problem. Is a lot of times I'll say lock my fraps rate, my frame rate at like 30, and the game normally runs at like 27. And for some reason, since it's dropping video, audio, it doesn't quite match up. So one thing I could suggest is to drop your fraps recording rate to a lower level. Like let's say you're recording at 30 and your audio sync isn't working. Well, do the custom frame rate to capture at 25. That might fix it.
Yeah.
It did it for a lot.
Another big thing is also the levels of your sound card itself. You can choose whether it's the amount of hertz and the quality of it all. The lower that, the less likely you're going to have desync through fraps as well. So say, for example, you have two options of doing 32,000 hertz versus 16,000 hertz. If you find that you're having audio desync, like I have found, switching down to that can prevent desync as well, because it's less information going through fraps from your audio device.
Yep. And sometimes you might want to consider, if it's causing you such a stressful time, use Audacity.
Yep, that's true.
Use
Add
fraps
in the
to
audio
record
later.
the video game audio. Use Audacity to record your voice and splice it together.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Well, I'd like to take a quick note. The thing that I do, it does a lot more work, but the audio for people who are talking and the game audio is completely separate, so you can actually change that as much as you want. So that's neat.
That is true. You were telling me about that. And in fact, you helped me a lot with Brotherhood when I was having so much problems with it. He would I would have to say, like, my method, you can get it to where there's no noticeable difference, but you have to really play with it. I'm not sure what Piff did, but like I sent him some of my audio and it was like bang on the audio. So,
Oh.
but he's got much more skills than I do because he stole it all from me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
So, Inferno, what
Yes.
do you like to see in the Let's Plays?
What do I like?
That was convincing. Very convincing.
that was very
Bravo.
smooth. That was smooth transitioning. What do I like to see in Let's Plays? The big thing for me is seeing if the person is having fun, because in my opinion, fun is contagious. So if it doesn't even matter the game so much now. I've been exposed to games I would have never tried or played myself just because I'm like, oh, what's this person doing? And the big thing for me is trying to be funny. There's there's a lot of pressure. You gotta be a funny guy. You gotta be an entertaining person, guy or gal. Sorry, and that sort of thing. And if you're trying to be something that you're not, as a person and as a commentator, it can be seen in that video. So, so it's really great. That's what I love to see the most in LPs myself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, it's my line. Hold on. Criana, what do you consider to be fun - interesting commentary ?
Well, I guess for me the big thing is like I like to watch an LP, and it's like watching a friend, let's play. It's like you're in the room with them and they're having a good time. That's another thing. I personally don't like it when people get like really upset with the game, because Inferno kind of mentioned that fun is contagious. If someone's ripping on the game, like I know I've let's played some games that kind of irritated me, and I try not to let it show, because I feel like that kind of takes away from it.
Oh, Squee, what do you like?
Um,
What is fun, interesting commentary?
It's kind of hard not to just repeat them. I think the whole point to me, the whole point of Let's Plays, what makes it so popular, because overall, Let's Plays are very
Super
popular.
popular.
Oh yeah. We're superstars.
All
Can't you tell?
kids are doing it.
is for Let's Players to remember that they're not so much watching it for the game. If they just wanted to see the game story or something like that, they'd watch a walkthrough, which is commentaryless. They're watching it because they want to watch you experience the game. They want to feel like Criana said, like they're sitting next to you, like they're looking over your shoulder, like they're at a friend's house watching one of their friends play a game. So what I think makes Let's Play more interesting is a couple things. First of all, the human aspect of it. I actually prefer a Let's Play that's much more informal. You know, like there's some people who over-edit things to where they cut out everything except a successful run, and they cut out all the menu this and menu that. I mean, there's some things you should cut out, sure, but I like the idea of it, like you just sitting there going through everything with them. Like if they died 3 times, you know, you died 3 times with them. If they finally succeeded, you also get that sense of accomplishment. Like, yes, we finally did it.
Yeah.
And I like it when people ramble. Because, like I said, it's not about watching the game itself. It's about watching someone experience it. And if someone rambles about, oh, you know, maybe I want to do this later, or maybe I'll try that, or you know, last time when I played this game, something really funny happened to me. I think that kind of stuff makes the game much more interesting.
I'm gonna dash cry in the corner.
Huh?
What?
Because that's usually my editing style, to cut out usually the slow, or like I call the fat of the game.
Well, and I guess it also depends on the person. I mean, other
Yeah.
people kind of have their own idea of like
But
what
no,
they want in a Let's Play.
Well, there's a difference though, Piff. I'm not saying that like everyone should, like you have to leave in all the menu and buying and selling and all that stuff. What I'm saying is Piff, you don't cut out stuff that I'm losing my train of thought here. You don't like just make everything look like it's a professional. It's not, your Let's Plays don't look like you're going to try and submit them to some sort of corporation. You know what I mean? If you die 2 or 3 times and they were interesting deaths and all that, you'll leave them in there. You don't. What I hate the most is people who try and edit it to make it look like they're great at the game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
perfect.
not a problem you have, because to me, it's not a Let's Play if the person's perfect at the game. I mean, the whole point is to experience. I mean, yeah. It's not like a YouTube video where it shows how awesome I am at multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of see it as like an adventure. As stupid as that sounds, it's like, yeah, we're gonna get through this, you guys. You know, that's kind of that's also kind of my style of playing, is that whole immersion thing. Is like, yeah, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna defeat this evil enemy, and it's gonna be awesome. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great, guys. You'll
It's gonna
see.
be awesome. Promise.
But no, there's nothing wrong, and like she said, it's also a style too. But there's nothing wrong with, like, if you're going to be in a menu for 5 minutes sorting your inventory. Now, and you guys will be surprised. Like Baldur's Gate, I almost always leave everything in, because every time I try and cut something like that out, I get an uproar. I don't know why. I don't know if they're so bored that they're fascinated by my inventory management. But I don't think there's any problem cutting that stuff out at all.
Yeah. Or loading screens as well. I always just turn off the.
Yeah, I hate loading screens. How about you, Inferno?
What?
Not this again.
I didn't get. Oh crap! I see where you went there. All right. Anywho.
Hear that light bulb turn on.
Anyways, it depends on your style. Don't be afraid to edit out a little bit, but don't be afraid to leave in something that you're having fun.
You know what would be a really good rule of thumb for most Let's Players? Don't try and be perfect. Don't try and make it look like you completed everything the first time and you were so perfect at this, because that's not really why people are watching you.
Yeah. Although, you know, just to play a little bit devil's advocate, you know, you use your LP as a learning experience too, of course, right? I mean, always try to, you know, do something that's more comfortable for you. So don't be afraid to experiment with things or try things out. Yeah.
My parents told me not to experiment.
This isn't drugs.
Oh,
this is video games.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think you'll get herpes from Call of Duty Black Ops.
You don't know, man. You don't know the kind of people that are on the internet these days.
Oh dear. Criana, help.
So, hey guys, what have you learned and changed in your commentary since?
Forever alone. I'm sorry, I was skipped from last question. I guess I'll just wrap that up quickly.
Did you get skipped? I'm part.
Yes. Yes, Criana, I was skipped. How
Maybe if you were in a
you
loading screen.
heartless, soul-eating harpy.
Well, in my defense, I was actually disconnected from the call, and I thought that you just went during that
Oh,
off
Squee,
time.
don't you do that. Don't you make me look like the villain here.
No, see, the problem was someone didn't go, "Hey, Piff, question mark. What did you find fun / interesting commentary? Question
I have
mark."
to ask myself that 1 second. No, wait, you already did it. All right.
I did it. I know. Do you see what I did there?
Ah, see, that's where the confusion came from. You were the question asker.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway, answer the damn question, Piff.
No, I'll hold it ransom. All right. I just love conversations. I love questions. I want to be informative, and I need that kind of element of not knowing so I can inform, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm missing, what's obvious, what isn't. And I also joke a lot. You probably noticed during the podcast I like to do such things.
I'm curious.
Everyone's here.
Do you ever enjoy being the one that doesn't know? The one being informed?
Yes. I don't think I've ever been in that situation though, but
Like here's a
Piff is a
question.
Goliath.
Do you guys like to watch let's plays of games you've never seen before?
oh no,
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Well, no, Piff, I was asking you were right. I was asking you that, but I one kind of led into the other. That because
I
like
mean,
I said, like
there's
yeah, the games you've let's played, you've always been very, very knowledgeable about them. I was wondering if you had ever done a let's play of a game you weren't, or watched one of one you weren't. So it was like you're learning, they're teaching you.
there is one that I'm doing one with you. I have zero knowledge of the game except
True.
for a bit of the show, but
That's true. The one part is that I can't inform you about it. Well, you don't have any clue what's going on.
I'm just hanging on the hammer, or whoever that guy is.
That's all you need to know. He'll get you through anything.
Being somewhat informative.
You okay?
Being somewhat informative is kind of handy though too, because sorry, what? Did I miss something?
No, go.
Hello?
Go.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought I cut someone off. Being informative is sometimes really good, because sometimes people look at let's players as, like if you have a friend who's good at the game and they learn like these little tips and tricks or like little shortcuts with the keyboard and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you can learn stuff that you didn't know before. So if you have some knowledge, don't be afraid to impart it on your viewers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now I have done it, we can continues.
Are you gonna ask a question? I think you should. You're really good at it.
Okay.
Oh God. What have you done?
I don't know.
Your criana.
Criana?
Chronic.
Chronic. I like that.
Since you've begun, what have you learned?
What have I learned?
In case of vampire, attack break glass.
Okay. Well, I don't. I think when I first started, I was really cautious about what I wanted to say. Like I was always watching, and I think Squee mentions this too, where I was really quiet, and I wanted to be that informative type person, but in all honesty, my style is very spastic and very, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, I think I just got more comfortable with just speaking whatever's on my mind, and people seem to be amused by my rants.
Nice.
Neat. Inferno.
Yes.
How
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's the same question.
in your learning?
Let him do it.
Oh, all right. What I've learned the most, well, what I've changed since starting out is I've learned to be a lot more relaxed and a lot more comfortable with how I talk and my speech. When I first started out, my first LP series, I was very informative, very kind of not necessarily monotone, but I wasn't, very charismatic with the mic or anything like that. And I was nervous, of course, as everyone is when they first do it. But I've learned to kind of just lighten up a little bit, and it's really enriched my experience. So yeah, it's nice, and I've also been able to get a lot of feedback from people, so I know what people kind of like to see, and also I'm able to be like, oh, this is what I like to do, and do that, part and parcel with what people like to see, and I've learned to include things, more importantly, exclude things that I don't think is really all that important. It's nice.
Okay. Squee
Yes,
Pie.
sir.
Since you've begun, what have you learned?
Oddly enough, my commentary style hasn't really changed. Not a whole lot. Like everyone, the first 11 or so episodes, I was so shy and timid, but I got over that. I mean, most everyone's surprised how quickly you get over that. So, other than that, I used to do this a lot. And I worked really hard on learning to stop that. And I'm sure I still do it, but nowhere near as much.
Do you say don't go there, girlfriend?
I try to implement that as much as possible.
Okay.
There were a couple other things too. Like I remember, oh god, watching some videos in Mass Effect where I could hear my nose breathing.
Oh god, yes.
And I've gotten used to putting it down to where it doesn't do that. The most I'm like, because my commentary hasn't really changed a whole lot. One thing I did learn to do is to get very explanative. Like, no matter how well you explain something, someone will not get it. So the better you explain it. So I've become very, very much like, especially at the start of a Let's Play. Okay, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This is what is not going to happen. You see this part? The not going to happen part, I'm highlighting it. It will not happen.
We have Sharpies.
Yeah.
So, because, and then you'll still get, so are you going to do this?
Yeah, well, that just comes naturally with,
But, I'm trying to think of things that I've changed. I was always a lot less detailed. So, Let's Playing can make you be more detailed. I've also learned to focus on a single game. I was always a person who would be playing 8 games at once, and it would take me years to beat a game because I would get 2/3 of the way through it and then drop it and go on to do something else. But since I'm Let's Playing, it helps me focus on just a few games until I get them done and then start something new, which I really enjoy that I can actually do that now.
Yeah. I should also comment, don't bite off more than you can chew, especially starting off when you're Let's Playing, or you'll just get frustrated and you might just give up.
Yes. Learn that.
Yes.
Because what I always do before a Let's Play, if I'm thinking about a game that I'm going to Let's Play, I always look to see, on average, how long it takes to beat that game.
Yeah.
That's kind of my ritual
and add
now.
double. At least for me.
Add a bubble?
Double.
Oh.
I always try that, and it always like for example, I'll look at throwing a ball, and I'm like, oh, people usually beat that in 20 hours, and then I'm 36 hours in, and I'm going, huh. Oh.
Yeah,
Where did I go wrong?
Right.
Yeah. Piff, what have you learned since you've begun Let's Play?
Oh my god, so much, and I keep learning too. It's
God. All right, calm down there, Oprah.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Don't go there. Man, I keep looking into things, trying to improve, trying to trying to improve, and then I also get a lot back from actually doing. I learn from both sides, trying to see what I can do better, and then from the experience, how can I improve? There's so many examples. I probably don't even have the time to do so many.
Fair enough.
So, in other words, it's an ever-evolving experience.
Oh, it constantly.
That
You
makes
sound
sense.
very excited about that. That's fantastic.
I know. It's it. Yeah.
It's a good
No,
mindset.
like, what I got from that was like the kid who actually has a subject he likes at school, and the mom's like, "So, are you enjoying it?" Oh my God, I am learning so much.
Have you tried the applesauce at school?
Like the one thing you'll never actually hear from an actual like a high school student. So how's class? Oh my God, we're learning so much, and it never stops. Well, you'll hear the "it never stops" part, but generally not.
It keeps learning and it never stops.
Stop! I just want to sleep. It won't let me.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, do we have a few final things to go over?
Yeah, there's.
Okay. There's one more.
There's
Yep.
one more.
I-
Pip's territory.
Oh, is it Pip's territory? Okay, see, I didn't want to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to intrude either. Kill me.
What do Inferno do to make LPing fun?
Oh my! What do I do to make LPing fun, Piff?
I know
two
speaking English, but I don't understand.
two things. Two bits of advice to make LPing a little bit more fun. One, realize that you're the one doing the Let's Playing. You will get commenters that will either kind of troll you, or you kind of talk you down, or you'll also have people who will be like, you should have done this. You should have done that. Why didn't you do that type of thing, right? You're the one that's playing the game. You're the one that's recording the game, and you choose when you want to play and how you want to play it. And be comfortable with that. And don't let the haters bring you down, so to speak. And secondly, what else makes LPing fun is I'm stalling because I had the idea, but now I forget. Gosh darn it. Oh, crap. Okay,
Let me go off your idea then.
Okay.
Those
alright.
haters, them haters. I got one that actually typed something to me.
Oh, I thought you
And
were
they're
going to say I
like-
got 2 words for you. That would have been funny.
Got 2 words for you now. I got one commenter, and I can't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, I like pretty much just I hated what was in this video, and I'm like, oh, thank God, oh God, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. I need to know. And he's like, well, you do laugh at your own jokes. I'm like, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't really improve on that straight away, but I'll try a little bit more.
So you're saying kind of take the really negative feedback and try to put a positive spin on that?
I always look at the native comments, not really take it all in, and
Yeah.
make sure that you change for that one negative comment,
Mm-hmm.
but at least try to see what they're saying,
Yeah, yeah.
fix that, or if you agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to say, though, I don't agree with that advice at all. I've always been a thing of, I mean, people who laugh too hard at their own jokes all the time, but I mean, if you can't laugh at your own jokes, how can you expect anyone else to? Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That might just be me, but
Ooh.
don't listen to him, Tiff.
Ooh, I remembered what I was gonna say.
Go, Inferno,
Or
go!
like a monkey.
Okay, before I forget. Also, if you're new to LPing and you're really nervous, co-commentary is really, really fun. It's a nice way to kind of bounce the dialogue with someone else. It's a lot more easier to talk while recording if there's someone else in the conversation with you immediately, and it's a really great way to really meet other people as well. So co-commentary is a great way to
Actually,
have fun LPing.
as a matter of fact, several Let's Players that are getting well known in our community, like Claude Rebel and Phantasmagoria, especially like Claude Rebel's the one I'm thinking of right now, became a Let's Player because they did co-commentary, and like Claude Rebel was on my Mass Effect with Friends, and that was the first time he'd ever done anything, and it was so much fun that he started Let's Playing. It's a great way, and that's one of the reasons why I really try and use Mass Effect with Friends 4. It's a really great way for you to experience it and see if it's something you like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I said everything I needed to do. I'm so proud that I remembered that.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I give you 3 gold stars.
Hooray!
You get 2 more if you clean up your work area.
5. All right.
Wow, he only gives me bronze stars. I don't know what's going on
I
there.
haven't gotten any stars, so I'm kind of insulted.
Squee, I'll give you all the stars because no one else showed up.
Yay!
What the hell am I?
But wait, now I have all the stars. They're worthless to me.
Hey, Squee, give me a star.
No, I like being the only one that has the worthless stars.
Oh.
Criana,
I don't-
instead of a star, Piff could give you a question. What is your question, Piff?
I love that voice.
Where do babies come from?
Oh no, that
Well,
was the
Piff,
question.
when two people love each other
Oh, this whole
very
thing
much,
is derailing.
it's not the question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read off the wrong. Excuse me.
Have.
How do I make babies?
I have like
Oh, it's bad.
I don't know, somewhere in the 17s,
I love how Kriana's
in the 17s area.
I love how Kriana's still in the background trying to answer the question.
All right, Piff. What? Okay, I'm gonna. What?
What is the question?
What?
I don't even know anymore, man. I'm freaking out. Okay. Kriana, what if I didn't ask you the question and you just answered, without, answering my question? Question mark.
Well, Piff, that's a very good question.
I think I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I
think I can feel it happening.
Yeah, I think my brain just kind of died. What?
All right, let me try to. LP, what fun!
Oh, okay. Gosh, I guess all those things are good points. Like, I don't really. I know I brought this up a lot, but I guess the thing that makes it fun for me is I really just get into it. Like, I talk to the characters a lot. As stupid as that sounds, I don't know. I just get really into it, and it's enjoyable for me.
Kind of.
What?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Like, envelop yourself into
Immerse.
fantasy
Is that
world.
the word you say? Immerse.
There's another
Immersion?
fantasy world attached to it.
Jesus Christ.
Piff, I think you need a nap.
Again.
Oh,
I think it's time.
I'm
I think
making
it's bedtime.
sense. You're the ones who do not understand.
You're right, Piff. It's okay, honey. We gotta go to bed now. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Is that any final thoughts for?
Squee and I did not go yet.
Wait, you didn't go yet?
No.
Oh.
You know what though? Piff go because like I had a really good point on that question and I don't remember it at all. So you go.
All right. I have blasts of fun with having other people around. That definitely makes it a lot of fun. Having the game itself be quite enjoyable, something that you really enjoy, is very important. I cannot stress that enough. In the editing process, in commentary, in gameplay, it will all be more fun if you do a game that you actually enjoy.
Amen.
Yeah.
True that.
Which is why I wouldn't suggest anyone do a blind Let's Play for their very first Let's Play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
There's always, and Variax swears by this as well, that there's always the risk with the blind Let's Play, no matter how good you hear it is, that you might get halfway through it and just realize this isn't your kind of game.
Yeah, you hate it.
So you got to be really, really careful, and I would always suggest not your first. Try something, get something under your belt before you try that.
And also, I think your first Let's Play should not be your most favorite game, or maybe not even your second, because you feel like you're messing up in the first one. Like you're not exactly ready. Maybe you could have done editing a bit better and stuff like that. So try to get a few steps down, do that one, and then when you feel ready, go for the larger one so you feel a lot better about it.
I would have to completely agree with that. If I could take it back, I would not have had Mass Effect 2 as my first Let's Play because it is my favorite. And I look back now and I see how I could have done it so much better.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, I have that same thing.
Cool.
Thank you all for. What was that?
I remembered.
Oh, good.
Oh shit! I take it back.
Yeah,
Oh.
you pulled a me, Piff. You pulled a me.
I was gonna say something that makes Let's Plays a lot more fun and just easier to handle overall is to understand that you are going to be over your Let's Play career uploading hundreds of hours of you talking and playing video games, and in these hundreds of hours there will be what's the word, numberable, countable,
Measurable.
immeasurable mistakes. You will fub up words. You will say things that took connotations that you didn't realize would take when you said them. You will show your gaming at its worst, where you die 7 times by a thresher maw. You will do all of this stuff. The sooner you learn to laugh at yourself and not take yourself too seriously, the much better time you will have Let's Playing, because you're gonna make mistakes. You're going to do it, and if you beat yourself up every single time you say wabbit instead of rabbit or something, you are gonna give up.
Sure. Plus, as a silver lining, you can use all that mistaken footage as a blooper reel for a subscriber special or something.
I always say I'm going to do that, and I never do.
Yeah, you should. They're fun.
And then it's just my Let's Plays, and I really can't do anything about it.
Cool.
Alright. Is that it?
I
Did
think
everyone
so.
go?
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh, I'm done.
I would say one thing, because, and we might have covered this in a later one, I don't know, but don't try to sell yourself too much.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we should talk about
Yeah.
this.
Let's be perfectly clear. No one say, and because a lot of people say, you shouldn't be in Let's Playing to earn subscribers and stuff like that. Look, there's nothing wrong with dreams or daydreaming or having goals. I mean, everyone wants to be the next Tabascus. Like, is anyone here would not jump at the chance if someone said you could make a living making Let's Plays? Is there anyone here that wouldn't jump at that chance?
I jump it like a hooker.
Right. Well, but the thing is, so it's not like it's a bad thing to want more people and to want to get big and all that. And it's not even a bad thing that if you put all the work and effort into a video, and at the end of your videos you say, hey, if you like, subscribe, that's one thing. What annoys people, and you guys listening to this, you think about this. Let's say you go to someone's YouTube page, and in their profile there's that list of 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, and there's 18 buttons on their video saying subscribe me, and there's if you subscribe me I'll subscribe you, and there's this and that. Don't you roll your eyes a little bit? Because now the people watching your Let's Plays aren't going to feel like they're part of it. They're going to feel like they're just a number to you.
Yeah.
Well, and like I've seen like Let's Players, I've seen a couple of people do this where it's like once I get like 200 likes, I will upload the next video.
Oh,
and I feel like that's totally taking
blackmail.
Well, it's like I feel like this is a hobby. You're doing it for the enjoyment, and like, I mean, I know, like you said, everyone wants to get likes, everyone wants to get subscribers, but I mean you shouldn't hold out your videos.
Right. And we all, and a lot of people always say that should not be your main reason for Let's Playing. It's not because we think it's morally wrong to make money or to want subscribers. That's not it. It's because if you make that your main reason, 99% of the time you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go into thinking that going to LP thinking and think that for the first year you're only going to have 50 people that watch your videos. Just with that mindset type of thing. So, like, you're playing it to some people, but you're not doing it just to be, narcissistic.
I think because it's the internet, people don't really realize these numbers. Think of it this way. If you wrote a school newspaper, college, high school, whatever, and you had 50 people who subscribed to your newspaper on a weekly basis, you would be so impressed. You would be like, wow, there are 50 people who read my newspaper.
Yeah.
But because it's the internet, you look at that and you go, 50? Oh, well, so-and-so's got 10,000. Well, so-and-so's been doing it for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So I think because it's the internet, people don't look at that. Like, oh my God, people like say, like, they look at, my subscribers or in front, and I'm sure you guys have gotten this too. You guys deserve so many more views and this. I'm like, really? I have an amazing number. Did you see? I honestly think that, if you have, even if you have 20 or 30 subscribers, if they're loyal subscribers, what more do you need? That's 30 people that love your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Yep.
agree.
So yeah. But yeah, and yeah, in the long at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, and like a little bit of promotion is nothing wrong, right? Like
No.
going into like a forum and say like, especially like a forum that tokens to Let's Players like Voltron Army. There's a whole section for like new Let's Plays, and you just say, hey, I'm doing this, right? There's nothing wrong with saying that.
And there's also nothing wrong with at the end of your video, it's just a simple, hey, if you like, subscribe. A lot of people do that. There's nothing.
Yeah.
No one's mad at that. It's
No,
just
no.
that when you have that, and then you have like the
The
three
annotations
annotations on the video to subscribe here, and
Giant
like
green.
if you want the next video, and
And a 45-minute intro video for every single one. Yeah, no, that sort of thing.
Shit,
That's-
yeah.
Or like a 2 or 3 minute, song thing at the beginning of each episode.
that stopped a long time ago, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta learn to let things go.
Exactly. Anywho, yeah, that was a good thing to conclude on, I suppose.
Very good.
Well, I think it was just good, not very good.
Well, you're just a Debbie Downer.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but
My
you're
name's
Debbie.
Debbie!
It sounds insulting.
It sounds insulting. Okay, so any final words? Are we all good?
No, we're all good. Thank you
Okay,
very
guys.
much for listening.
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
also good and part of the group and things.
Okay, guys, we'll see you next time.
Oh,
Bye.
Wait.
Bye. I said
wait.
bye.
Wait. Wait.
Yes, Squee?
I just thought I should mention, since this is going to be going up on my forums, in the forums, for anyone who's a new Let's Player, there is also a section that Inferno, Criana, and I hope Piff and I are going to be monitoring on a regular basis. That's basically the same thing as this podcast in the forum. A place for new Let's Players to ask questions, to try and get feedback. For pretty much any help you would need in a Let's Play, you can post it there, and we'll take a look at it, and we'll help in any way we can. Voltron Army is an even better resource. It's like the same thing, but much better.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so go there. Just understand that, like, if you post something like, hey, I'm a new Let's Player, I want some feedback, be patient.
Yeah.
Yep.
It might take some time, but we will try and get to it.
Yeah, I'll post the
sure.
links and stuff in the description for people.
Yay.
All right. Can I say bye now?
You may.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
No, I'm kidding.
Goodbye.